Hey everyone, happy Monday again. This is Zach here. Happy late Halloween for those of you that did stuff for Halloween. I know this was kind of a different year for all of that. Yeah, this verse has nothing to do with Halloween. I didn't go for any kind of theme with it. Uh, I digress. So, this is in a book that I feel like my dad would always joke about, like being the Italian prophet by mispronouncing it. It's in Malachi. I think he would say Malachi. I've heard other people say that joke. It seems like a very dad joke. Uh, so, in the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 10, uh, bring the full tithe into the storehouse, that there may be food in my house, mine being God's house, and thereby put me to the test, says the Lord of hosts, if I will not open the windows of heaven for you and pour down for you a blessing until there's no more need. Uh, so tithing, giving, uh, not something you normally talk too much about in a middle school, high school group because who has extra income when you're in middle school and high school? But I think it goes further than just like the monetary tithing, uh, which I'm sure we all kind of heard a sermon here and there about. Uh, but I think this really gets into just the trusting God, uh, really above all else. So this is a time, it's the Old Testament, and just Israel is going through one of their many kind of falling away from trusting God. Uh, and he's saying like this is one of the times that you can put me as God to the test. Like bring what you have, bring everything, fill the storehouse, and see that I am faithful to my promise. See that I will multiply it. See that I will give you more than you give to me as long as you're willing to give all you have. And like I said, it goes more than money. But even kind of in the money aspect, I feel like this, and again, I know middle schoolers, high schoolers don't have just money to throw around, but there's something about trusting God over your finances, which is really something that I feel like, especially now, uh, I mean, now in like the general like 21st century that we're in, but now, especially like in this kind of quarantine COVID times, there's still people dealing with job loss and just general economic things that it really makes us want to like hold on to what we have, and to be like, no, like I'm gonna handle this. Like I can't give too much. I can't do too much. I just gotta like hunker down and wait for this to end. But that's not trusting in God. Uh, we should be able to have the complete faith where even if we're struggling, if we're not able to give money, like maybe we're not able to, all you could do is give time. All you can do is pray. All you can do is this or that. But if you can fully give that to God, He will bless that. If that's you not knowing what you're going to do with your time and just saying, okay, but I'm just going to give it to God. Uh, if you're like a high schooler or middle schooler and you have like $5 in your wallet, and this is hypothetical, uh, and you're like, I'm going to go out to Taco Bell or whatever, uh, and then you see someone maybe on the street corner that doesn't have any money, like, there's like this a certain level of like trusting God to guide you and to be faithful with what you give. Uh, it can be so easy to just think like I don't have enough, uh, but just being willing to give what you have, God will always bless that. It reminds me of in the New Testament when Jesus is talking about the poor widow who only has like a quarter, basically, and then there's like a rich guy who's like loudly proclaiming that he's giving like hundreds of dollars or whatever when he's like a millionaire. There's a lot of scale things going on. I realize that they're not actually millionaires back then, but just the idea of if all you have is this small amount and you give that, uh, whether it's money, time, uh, service. I mean, there's other things. Most things kind of fall in those two categories, but I digress. But if you're giving all of that, if you're giving all you have, even if it's small, God appreciates that more because it's what the heart is doing, and He'll bless that more. Uh, so, just like the Israelites in Malachi, in the book of Malachi, uh, feel free to test God in that way. You're not testing Him to, like, I don't know. I'm not going to give examples because I can't think of it off the top of my head. I should have written some down before this. But just, I mean, God is welcoming the test of if you're willing to give all that you have to Him, He's gonna bless that. You're not gonna feel like you've wasted or lost out. I'm not saying you're gonna get rich. I want to be completely clear. Money is something that people can really jump onto with this, saying if you give all your money, you're gonna be blessed and become rich or something. And I know that there are churches and people out there that say that. That's not what I'm saying. Giving all you have to God and Him blessing you back means that you'll find that fulfillment, you'll find that joy, your needs will be met. But those blessings are heavenly blessings. They're not earthly blessings. I mean, they could be, but like, don't get so much of that in your mind that if that doesn't happen, you feel like God has not fulfilled His promise, because His promise is to bless you and to fulfill your needs, not to make you rich. But yeah, so just in all things, don't feel like, and this is something that I remember when I was a kid, I was kind of like a hard time getting my head around of like this body, this life, everything. It's not my own. Like, it's easy to say like, oh, this is my body, this is my life. I'm gonna live it and do what I want, within reason. But all of that, when we're Christians, we're giving that to God, and when we're giving all of it to Him, we will find that joy and fulfillment in Him. That doesn't mean everything is going to be easy. That doesn't mean we're going to be rich. That doesn't mean all those things that the world tells you are great. But you'll feel like you're not wanting for anything. And that's one of the best feelings to have. So just, yeah, give to God everything you have. Don't hold back. Because, I mean, He let His Son die on the cross for you. So, I mean, what did He hold back? And at least we can just try and, like, do the same. Hopefully we don't have to die, but, die for that. We're gonna die, spoilers. There's a Halloween tie-in. Spooky. But yeah, just trust everything to God, and He'll be with you, and He'll bless you. Have a great week.